This video cover the thing about the analog and digital transmission into the computer network. First is the analog signaling into the computer network. Normally analog signaling, it is in the continuous form. We are speaking in our day-to-day life, that is called as the analog signaling. It is in the range of the some specific interval, start from 0 and there is a something upper high limit is fixed. So it is in the continuous form which we are speaking. It is the indication of the analog continuous mode. Some of the example what we speak in our day-to-day life, radio and the television transmission are example of the analog data and analog signaling. Any value, it can generate the any value into the its range from 0 to the max. So this is the analog signaling what we are speaking, etc. Digital signal having the discrete set of values, maybe 0 and 1. So 1 is represent high volt and 0 is represented by low volt. That is called as the digital signal. Introduction to the transmission, analog transmission, what we are speaking in our day-to-day life, that is in the form of continuous different tones sent at the time. It can take any values between the two different points. Digital transmission means whatever the computer format file available in our computer are in the form of the digital data, and if it is transmit using the digital signal, then it is referred to as the digital transmission. The file which is stored in our computer, that is in the form of the characters or the some words or characters are written in it, and each and every individual character has its own unique ASCII value. It is converted into its unique binary value, and again the binary value, it is in the form of 1 and 0, and these ones and zeros are sent over the network. Analog transmission, our day-to-day activities are belonging to the analog in the nature. Most of the activities are in this group, and analog transmission using the digital transmission is possible, and this is the example of it. Internet call and what we are doing for the video conferencing are example of the analog transmission, means analog data are transmitted using the digital signal. How this is possible? See this in example. This is the sender talking on a using the phone. So the analog data is transferred further, and there is some device like codec which convert the data into the analog data into the digital data, and vice versa. So the analog data is input by the user. Codec is the device which convert the analog data into the digital data, and the digital data, so this analog data convert into the digital data you are using the codec. So that is the digital transmit signaling, and it transmit over a large distance. After at the receiver side, there is again such type of device codec which convert the digital data into its equivalent, the analog waveform. So this digital data is converted using the into the analog using the codec, and again the thing is received by the receiver in the correct form. So those are the example of it. Analog transmission using analog signaling is also possible. Some of the example is television and radio broadcasting are example of the analog transmission using the analog signaling. Analog data transmitted using the analog signaling. This one is the example of it. Digital transmission means digital data are transmitted using the digital transmission. Digital data in the form of 1 and 0, as we discussed. A file transfer from one computer to the another computer. Files are stored into the ones and 0, and if they were transported using the digital transmission, then we can set it as the digital transmission. It has the distinct set of values. Some of the example, file transfer between two machines is the example of the digital transmission. Accessing the network using the modem over a dial-up connection. Make sure the modem is the analog device. Suppose this is the computer system, at the receiver side this one is the computer system. Whatever the data transfer from the sender computer to the receiver computer are stored into the digital data. So when sender sends some data that is in the form of digital, modem is the analog device which convert the digital data into the analog signaling and transfer the data to the receiver. Again there is a modem at the receiver side which convert the digital data into the analog data, and again transfer the analog data into the digital data and store at the receiver side. This is the another example. This is the computer. The digital signaling is used. Digital data are transferred into the analog signal using the modem, and again it transferred into over the internet, and receiver side modem which convert the analog signal data into the digital signal and store the digital data into the client computer. Thank you.